What's up, everybody? It's your boy KATANA. I know I haven't been making any videos here lately because I've been busy working and family life. My daughter is out from school, so I have the entire summer. I haven't been out there really riding. My bike is still in the shop. It should hopefully be out by this week. Hopefully, so I can't wait to reveal that, my new paint job and everything like that. But I have some sad news. Some really sad news. The Katana, my wife's bike, is going to be leaving here soon. Yes, I know. I know she doesn't do very much videos, and she will be doing more videos with me, but I always felt like she needed a different bike. I feel like she needed to, step up, upgrade. She's had that bike, that Katana, for about 4 years now, and she's never wrecked or nothing like that. So it's time to step up and time to give her something better, I guess. And so I'm gonna tell you the story about how I got the new bike for her, but let me just show you her bike right now and show you what she's gonna be getting. Now here's her bike right now. Look, she's all nice and pretty. Look at her. Oh, look at, she's so pretty. Look. Oh, she's a good bike. She only has like 19,000 miles on it. She's got the Yoshi little shorty on the bottom. It's slammed to the ground because the wife was short. But this is what she'll be riding next. This is a 2001 ZZR, Kawasaki ZZR 1200. It only has 9,000 miles on it, and I got a good deal on it, which I will tell you about it here in a few minutes. But this is what she's gonna be riding next. So what I'm gonna have to do is I need to get the fairings. So I'm ordering a whole new fairing kit for it, and just breaking rotors and chains and sprockets. And what I like about this bike is, don't mind this right here. Don't mind this, because the person who had the bike before me, he broke the key off. If you can see it, he broke the key off in there, and so instead of taking it out and changing it out, he just put a new whole ignition on there and zip tied it there. But I'm gonna fix that. And here she has risers, so she'll still be able to sit up and enjoy this bike. But yes, this bike only has, focus, I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's 9,000 miles. Steel brake lines are already on there. I'm gonna put a new tire on there and everything. So the plans for this bike is to have a whole new fairings, and it's gonna be custom painted. I don't know what color she's gonna do it. Y'all are gonna have to wait to see. But this bike is gonna look totally different when she's done with it. So it'll be a few weeks while we get the stuff together and the fairings in and paint it before I can reveal it. But I just want to show you what it looks like now. I know it doesn't look like much at all, but it was worth what I got it for. So I'm about to tell you the story of how I got this bike and what kind of deal I got for it. Alright guys, back again. Let me explain how this came about. I've been looking for a bigger bike for my wife for a while now, because I always feel like your first bike is your first bike, and that's a bike that you should learn, get all your falls, your bumps, your bruises out the way, and get comfortable with riding. And I know starting her out on a 750 was a bit much, because most people start off from 300, 600, but a 750 for a first-time rider, that's just crazy. But she took the class and she passed the class, and I figured, I need to get a bigger bike for her anyway, because she's a bigger woman. So I just wanted to make sure I got the best bike for what I could pay for that would suit her. And she started on that bike, and she's had that bike, like I said, for 3 or 4 years now. But I never thought that would be the bike that she would keep forever, because I wanted something I know was going to be bigger for her later down the line, or I wanted her to have something just you know, just to be different. So hopefully this bike that she's got now, that I got, the ZZR 1200, that should be the bike that she should keep for a very long time, because it's got enough power, it's big enough for her, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but it's better than the Katana, which this Katana has been a good bike. She has been a good bike. She's never broke down. She's never failed us, so I'm not going to say nothing bad about it. But I feel like it's time for her to move up, meet a more powerful bike. Even though she doesn't really ride fast and crazy, it's still just knowing that she has a power behind her, just in case, you know, it'd be perfect for her. So let me tell you how I got it. Well, like I said, we've been looking for a bigger bike, and she's looked at ZZRs before, and she's liked it. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she likes it. I really wanted her to have ZX12, the Ninja, but, you know, those are kind of rare to get too as well. But we found, I didn't really find this bike. What happened was a friend of mine, Spooky Zuki, check out his YouTube channel, great guy. He's the one who won the 360 camera. He hit me up and said he asked me my opinion about trading this bike in for his Katana 600 that he currently owns and rides. I told him, you know, if it needs work and you don't get that kind of money, I wouldn't do it, you know, this, that, and the other. But, you know, he looked at the situation and was like, you know, yeah, you're right, this, that, and the other. And I wasn't trying to talk him out of it because I wanted it. I was just trying to make, you know, I have a little extra money to be able to fix it. And so he decided not to get it. So what I told the guy, I hit him up, who owned the bike. I said, hey man, look, I got a Suzuki Katana, 750. Not because my friend's was a 600 and his was a 750. I said, man, I'll trade you my wife's bike for this bike. And he's like, yeah, we could do that. And I went and looked at it when he wasn't there at his house, because he didn't show up or whatever. And I was like, well, it was okay. Like I said, you see what I have to deal with, work with. So I couldn't really get a hold of the guy until like after he had come back from work. So basically he was like saying, hey look, I'm out of town for a whole week, I'll be back Friday, hit me up Friday and we'll talk about trading. So I said okay. So I sat there and said to myself, now if I trade my wife's bike in for this bike and my wife doesn't like it, you know what the hell I'm gonna have to go through? You know, I'm gonna have to hear I didn't need another bike. You're always making decisions for me. I don't like it. I wish you never did it. So I run the risk of doing that. So I said to myself, and the guy won like $1,600 originally for the bike, and I didn't have $1,600 to pay for that. So what I did was I looked on Facebook and I found this bike. It was a 2001 Ninja 250. It didn't have a title, but it did have all the paperwork to get the title. So all they had to do is just turn that paperwork in and they'll be able to get the title. It was crappy. I ain't gonna lie. It was crappy. And I went it took me like an hour to get that, like almost 2 hours to get the bike. I got it. I didn't know if it ran or not. I had no clue. So I bought that bike for $200. Then I bought this bike. This was a 2000 and I want to say 2006 Kawasaki E500. This bike actually a friend of mine bought for his wife, but his wife didn't end up liking the bike, even though she's never rode a bike in her life. And it's been sitting in his garage for like 6 months, 7 months, been sitting there. So I told him, hey man, let me go ahead and get that bike, and whatever I sell it for, so I'll give you your 200 maybe, or extra or whatever back, just because, I'm gonna do that. And I got the bike from him, and it didn't run either. So both bikes, I have two bikes that did not run in my garage. So what I did was I fixed the red bike. Basically just did a little oil change, changed spark plugs, kind of clean carbs a little bit, sprayed some starter fluid in there, and I got it to start. So it ran. I ran up and down the street, and changed the gears. It ran. The green bike, on the other hand, it didn't run. So I took the spark plugs, changed those, changed the oil, and it already had a new battery in it. And I had to tinker with a lot of things with it, and I got it to run. And I ran down the street and said, okay, I got 2 running bikes, so I put them for sale. Now, the 250 that I got for $200, I ended up selling that one for like $500 easily. And which is crazy is like the guy who bought it, he's just using it to learn. So I made a $300 profit just like that. The green bike, I sold it for another $500, and I only paid $2. So I took both of those monies. I had $1,000. So when a guy came back in from out of town, I told him, I said, hey man, look, I really don't feel good trading my wife's bike in because I don't know if she's gonna like it or not. I said, look, I will buy that ZZR from you for $1,000, cash money in his hand. And you know what? He drove all the way from the next town over, brought me the bike. I ran down the street, and gave $1,000 for that bike. Right there. But if you technically think about it, I really only gave $400. So, $400 I'll pay for that bike, all when it's all said and done. Yeah, it was a bit of a headache. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, I ain't gonna lie. The green bike, literally the guy wanted to buy the bike, and I delivered to him. And before I put on my trailer, I said, let me just start it up real quick. And of course it didn't start. And I had to go through like 7 o'clock in the morning, pull the bike apart, take the carbs out, clean the carbs, put it back in, and got the bike running again, and sold to the guy. So I made a pretty good profit off of it, and got another bike out of it. So now all I gotta do is just buy fairings and pieces for that bike, get it in here, get it to paint. She wants to powder coat her rims. I'm gonna let her make her decision on her colors because it's her bike. And then first thing I gotta do on this bike is lower it, which I've already got the lowering links and all the stuff to lower it. So I have a friend come over my house here this weekend. We're gonna lower it, and she's gonna take a ride for the first ride in it and see how she likes it. So basically that's what's been going on. And there's other things I've been doing too, and I have other videos I've made and things like that. So I'm gonna get back on it, guys. I'm sorry I've been away for a while and stuff, but so that's what's been going on. So Kawi Katana will just be Kawi, I guess, because I always want my wife to have a Kawasaki. Yeah, I don't really like Suzuki's, not my thing. So I'm trying to keep it Kawi in the family. So hopefully this bike works out good. But yep, we'll see what happens with that, guys. And that's about it. And wait to see the transformation on this bike. Guess that's it, guys. Peace out.